Hey everybody, Ron here. I was watching Ivan's video on conflicting desires, spoilers, and learning games, and I totally can identify, and here's why. I'm a most-time GM, as a matter of fact. For my group, I am the GM almost all of the time. Occasionally, a player gets a chance to GM. Uh, I would love for him to be a GM for more frequently than he actually is, but for the most part, that's what I do. And also, I enjoy GMing. I only do a GM from a home group. I GM from a group at a local store, or rather, I run some random games, and it ends up being this basically the same players with a little variation. So I basically consider it a second group, but that game doesn't happen as often. But anyway, in my home group, I'm the one that collects the games. I have D&D. I have a lot of different Fate games. I have some Savage World games, some Powered by the Apocalypse games, some couple of Forged in the Dark games because I've backed Blades in the Dark, and dozens, if not hundreds, of other little games. Things that you can buy for cheap or things that are free. They fascinate me. I have the game master spirit. I even like to tinker a little bit, but just a little bit. But I totally identify with Ivan, getting back on point, because I pick up the book or PDF and I read the whole thing, and I'm like, man, this would be really cool to play or to run. But sometimes it's just good to not know everything. Not talking about the mechanics, but just the story beats. For example, I backed the Fate Core Kickstarter, and the '80s version of the '80s Fate Core update of Spirit of the Century, Shadow of the Century, is something I totally want to play. But there's a number of groups in there that have some secrets, and I'm already a little spoiled on it, and it's kind of disappointing because I really want to be a player of that game, not GM that game. Although I would love to GM it, I primarily want to play it, and I've already ruined it a little bit for me. And the same thing with a number of other games, but I'm just using that as an example. So that's not the first thing that I think of when I spend my $5 or $10 or $20 or whatever on a game. I think, man, that sounds really cool, and I buy it, and I immediately think, I can't wait to run it. But sometimes maybe I should just only read part of it, only read the part, the play, the just how to play the game part, and not read the game master section or lore master section or whatever you want to call it, because maybe somebody will do me a favor and actually run a game for me, and I'll actually get a chance to play the game before GMing it and learning all the secrets behind the scenes. So I was really inspired to make this video because I really identify with Ivan, and so there's that. Let me know what you think.